Good morning, student. Today we discuss about chapter number 9, force and laws of motion. Yeah. First, we discuss what is a force. What is force? What is the definition of the force? Force means what? Push, pull, or hit the object. It is what? Force. What is the unit of the force? It's a Newton, because it is identified in Newton. That's why force of the unit of the force is what? Newton, capital N. Now we understand using some example what is force. In figure you can easily see that the trolley moves along the direction we push it. Clear? This child pushed the trolley in right hand side, so trolley moves in right hand side, so some force acting on the trolley by this child. Drawer is pull outward direction, so some force is acting on the drawer, that's why drawer is open. The hockey stick hits the ball forward. If I have a stick and I hit the ball here, then ball moves in forward direction. You see in the second figure here. And what are the effect of the force? What are the effect of the force? Effect of forces. Here, if I have a rubber ball, clear, and I push it, change in a shape, change in shape, it compress, rubber ball compress, that's why it is what? Change in a shape. Clear? Change in a size also. If I have a spring, I compress it. Clear? Length of the original spring is suppose 10 centimeter. Clear? If I compress it, I push it. Clear? The size of the spring change. Clear? And third one is what? Change in direction. If you play cricket, clear, bowler throw a ball in direction of you and you hit the ball, clear, and position as well as direction of the ball change. You hit in a direction of the ball, or you hit in a leg side, you hit on a off side. Clear? So change the direction. So because of force, three major changes in an object you observe. First, change in shape, second, change in size, and third one is what? Change in direction. Now most important topic is what? Balanced force and unbalanced force. What is balanced force and unbalanced force? Clear? This is an object. Suppose I give force to right direction. I pull the object in right direction. Clear? Means force acting in this direction, so object moves in this direction. Clear? And in second state I applied force in this direction. I push object in this direction. This is Y force. Clear? So object moves in this direction, means left hand side. Clear? And in third condition, if I applied force in this direction and any other person applied force in this direction and both forces are equal, then what happened? Object cannot move. Object remains steady as it is. Clear? So these forces are called what? Balanced force. Clear? These forces are called what? Balanced force. What is the definition? such if the block is a pull from the both side with an equal force, the block will not move. Such forces are called what? Balance force, and do not change the state of the rest or motion of an object. मीन्स अगर वो रेस्ट पोजीशन में है तो रेस्ट का रेस्ट रहेगा, और मोशन में है तो मोशन का मोशन रहेगा. वन मोर एग्जांपल इट इज गिवन बिलो. टू बॉयज push the object, box is there as object, box is there, but box cannot move in first condition. Why box is not moving? Because some force is acting which oppose the force of this voice. Clear? It means there is just some force, it's called friction force. Friction force means what? Friction force applied between the two surfaces and each which oppose your force. It's what? Your friction force. Clear? Because of friction force you can write friction force between pen and page. Because of friction force you can walk. Clear? Because of friction force you can drive. Clear? So in second figure you see this, more force is applied by these two boys. Clear? But this force is not more than friction force. That's why again box remain as it is. Now in this condition force is greater than the friction force. That's why box is moved in the direction of the push. Clear? Now next topic is what? First law of the motion. First law of the motion. For understanding first law of the motion we have to understand what is a Galileo states. गैलीलियो ने क्या कहा था? क्लियर? तो गैलीलियो स्टेट दैट कि इफ वी थ्रो अ मार्बल in a slope, clear, if we release the marble from this slope, clear, then what happened? Marble again climb up at the same height and another slope. Clear? See here, Galileo argued that when the marble is released from the left, it would roll down the slope and go up on the opposite side to the same height from it was रिलीज. इतनी हाइट से हमने रिलीज़ किया तो इतनी हाइट पे वो पहुँचे. क्लियर? यू कैन ईजीली अंडरस्टैंड यूजिंग दिस फिगर. इफ आई रिलीज मार्बल फ्रॉम हियर इट रीच हियर. बोथ हाइट्स आर सेम. इफ आई डिक्रीज द स्लोप, दिस स्लोप and this slope are not same, what happen? If I decrease the slope, height decrease and marble travel more distance. One more time I decrease the slope, marble travel again more distance. And if I angle of the slope theta is equals to 0, if I take theta is equals to 0, then what happen? Marble continue moves in this direction. It cannot stop. Why it cannot stop? Because I take one condition that no unbalanced force is there, zero unbalanced force is there, no friction force in between the marble and this surface. That's why marble continue moving this direction. But in real life this condition is not achieved in any moment. Clear? Means कोई भी सरफेस ले लो आप, कितनी भी स्मूथ सरफेस है, देयर इज सम फ्रिक्शन फोर्स आर देयर. क्लियर? So what is the states of the first law of motion? An object remain in a state of the rest or in uniform motion. Means object अगर रेस्ट है तो रेस्ट का रेस्ट रहेगा, और मोशन में है तो मोशन का मोशन में रहेगा. In a straight line unless compelled to change that state by an applied force. Means without any external force. If object is steady, it remains steady. If object in moving condition, it remain moving condition with the same speed. Again I repeat, what is the first law? without any external force, if object is steady then it remains steady, means अगर stop है तो वो stop रहेगा, and if object is moving with uniform velocity then it continue moving with uniform velocity. Clear? This is what your first law of motion. Now second, what we have to understand, inertia and mass. For understanding inertia and mass, we have to perform this activity. Clear? Make a pile of the similar carom coins on a table as shown in 9.6. Attempt a sharp horizontal hit on the bottom of the pile using a striker. मीन्स यहाँ से हम इसको स्ट्राइक करेंगे, व्हाट हैपन, और जोर से स्ट्राइक करेंगे, स्ट्राइक विथ हाई फोर्स. क्लियर? व्हाट हैपन, लोअर पाइल इज रिमूव, लोएस्ट कॉइन इज रिमूव एंड अनदर कॉइन्स वर्टिकली डाउनवर्ड डायरेक्शन में ऐसे ही अरेंज हो जाएंगे. क्लियर? ओनली वन कॉइन है वो वहाँ से रिमूव हो जाएगा. क्लियर? ओनली द कैरम कॉइन एट द बॉटम ऑफ द पाइल इज रिमूव व्हेन द फास्ट मूविंग कैरम कॉइन हिट्स इट. क्लियर? यू प्ले कैरम सो यू नो वेरी वेल. क्लियर? ओनली वन कॉइन इज रिमूव फ्रॉम दिस vertical lots of coin. Clear? Another example, one glass is there, one paper is there, and on paper one coin is there. If I throw on a paper, flick on the paper, what happen? Paper removes, but coin throw in, coin place over in tumble. Clear? Why these things are happen? Because of inertia. Means what is inertia? You see, all the example and activities given so far illustrate that there is a resistance offered by an object to change its state of the motion. If it at a rest, it tend to remain rest, and if it moving, then it tend to keep moving. It means अगर कोई स्टेडी ऑब्जेक्ट है, क्लियर, और हम उसे मूविंग कंडीशन में लाने की ट्राई कर रहा है, देन बिकॉज ऑफ मास, बिकॉज ऑफ वेट ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट, वो स्टेडी रहने की ट्राई करेगा. क्लियर? मीन्स फोर्स को अपोज करने की ट्राई करेगा. इट इज़ व्हाट योर इनर्शिया. क्लियर? और कोई मूविंग ऑब्जेक्ट है, क्लियर, और मूविंग ऑब्जेक्ट को हम स्टॉप करने की ट्राई कर रहे हैं, तो वो मूविंग विथ यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी है, तो यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी में रहने की ट्राई करेगा. इट इज़ व्हाट योर इनर्शिया. एंड इनर्शिया इज हाईली डिपेंड ऑन द मास ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट. इफ मास ऑफ द ऑब्जेक्ट इज हाई और मोर, then inertia of the object is more, and if mass is less then inertia is also less. Clear? One example, if you drive a car, clear, if you drive a car and suddenly apply a brake, what happen? If you don't wear a seat belt, what happen? You strike on steering. Why? Because your body मूविंग कंडीशन में थी, ब्रेक अप्लाई होने के बाद भी वो मूविंग कंडीशन में रहने की ट्राई करेगी. दैट्स वाई आपकी बॉडी आगे की तरफ जाएगी, बट आपकी कार वहाँ पे स्टेबल हो गई. दैट्स वाई यू स्ट्राइक ऑन स्टीयरिंग इफ़ यू डोंट वियर अ बेल्ट. क्लियर? सीट बेल्ट. दैट्स वाई ट्रैफिक रूल से ऑलवेज वियर स्ट्रेट बेल्ट. क्लियर? एंड सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल, if you travel in a bus, if you are standing here, it means you are continuous moving with the bus. Clear? If bus driver apply a brake, what happen? आप आगे की तरफ जाओगे, बिकॉज आपकी बॉडी जो है वो कंटिन्यूसली मोशन में, वो मोशन में रहने की ट्राई करेगी. क्लियर? दैट्स वाई आप आगे की तरफ जाओगे. दिस हैपन ओनली एंड ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ व्हाट? इनर्शिया. क्लियर? Now second law of motion. Before understanding second law of motion, we have to discussing about momentum. Momentum is nothing but it is a multiplication of mass and velocity. Multiplication of what? Mass and velocity. Unit of mass is what? Kg. Unit of velocity is what? Meter per second. So unit of momentum is what? Kg meter per second. Clear? This is a SI unit of the momentum. What is the definition of the momentum? It is a multiplication of, it is a product of mass and velocity. Clear? Now I start the second law. What is second law state? The second law of motion states that the rate of change of the momentum. Clear? मोमेंटम की चेंज मीन्स अगर इनिशियल मोमेंटम P1 है, क्लियर, और फाइनल मोमेंटम P2 है, तो रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मोमेंटम मीन्स P2 माइनस P1 अपॉन T. Change of momentum and T it state what? Rate of change of momentum. Clear? Rate of change of momentum of object is proportional to what? Applied unbalanced force. It means I write here F is proportional to P2 minus P1 upon T. Clear? I remove proportionality sign, put equals to sign and use K as a constant. P2 it means what? Final momentum after applying force, it means mv2. Mass remain constant, here velocity change, that's why mv2. mv1 is, it is a initial momentum, clear, momentum before applying force, so I write here P2 minus P1 mv2 minus mv1 upon T. I write F is equals to K. From this one m common, v2 minus v1 upon T. Here, and you know that your final velocity is v and initial velocity is what? U. So it become v minus u upon T. So it become v minus u, it means what? Change in velocity. Change in velocity upon time. Recall check pen number 8. Change in velocity upon time, it means what? Your acceleration. So I write F is equals to kma. V minus u upon T. Change in velocity upon time, it indicates what? Your acceleration. So I write here F is equals to what? ma, where K is equals to 1. This is a formula for second law of the motion. F is equals to ma. And what is the second law state? What is the second law state? The second law of the motion state that the rate of change of momentum of an object is proportional to applied unbalanced force in the direction of the force. Clear? How can I derive first law using second law of motion? I write here F is equals to ma. M means what? A means what? Change in velocity upon time. V minus u upon time. Clear? F into T. T transfer to left hand side, multiply M, and M is in multiplication of monomial with binomial, mv minus mu. Clear? Now in first law, what is say? If there is no external force, clear, without external force, अगर कोई ऑब्जेक्ट स्टेडी है तो वो स्टेडी का स्टेडी रहेगा, एंड अगर वो यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी से मूव कर रहा है तो यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी से मूव करेगा. क्लियर? सो विदाउट एक्सटर्नल फोर्स, सो आई टेक F इज इक्वल्स टू 0 हियर. F is equals to 0, it means what? 0 into T, mv minus mu. Mu is equals to mv, mm cut, so u is equals to v. Means your initial velocity is equals to final velocity. It means you can say that your second law of the motion and first law of the motion are what? Interconnected. If you applied zero external force, velocity remains same. If velocity, initial velocity 0, final velocity also 0. If initial velocity 10 meter per second, then final velocity also what? 10 meter per second. Means कोई steady object है वो steady रहेगा and move continuously moving कर रहा है वो यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी से, तो वो यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी से ही मूव करेगा. क्लियर? तो देयर इज अ रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन फर्स्ट लॉ ऑफ मोशन एंड द सेकेंड लॉ ऑफ मोशन. नाउ we solve some examples. Example 9.1. A constant force acts on an object of the mass 5 kg. M is equals to what? 5 kg. For a duration of 2 seconds, t is equals to 2 seconds. It increased the object velocity from 3 seconds. It means your initial velocity is what? 3 meter per second and final velocity is what? 7 meter per second. What you have to find? Find the magnitude of the force. It means F. And then in second condition, now if the force was applied for a duration of 5 seconds, means if this force is applied for a 5 seconds, then what would be the final velocity? What would be the final velocity? Yeah, so first we have to find force. For finding the force, you have the formula using second law of motion. F is equals to ma. A means what? Change in velocity upon time acceleration. Clear? Put the value. M is equals to what? M is equals to what? 5 kg. So 5. V 7. U 3. And time t is what? 5 cut. So F is equals to what? Sorry, t is what? 2 seconds. T is what? 2 seconds. My mistake is there. So 5 into 7 minus 3, 4 upon 2. 2 2s are 4. So F is what? I get F is what? 5 2s are 10 Newton. Clear? Now for this force applying for 5 seconds, you have to find final velocity. Again same formula, V minus U upon t. Clear? Here you have to find V, so put all value except V. F is what? 10 Newton. M is what? 5 kg. V we have to find. U 3 and time is what? Time we have to take 5 seconds. Clear? For second condition we have to take time what? 5 seconds. Here 5 cut. V minus 3 is equals to 10. So we get V is equals to 10 plus 3, 13 meter per second. This one is your example 9.1. Now I shall example 9.2. Very easy example, asked in 2 or 3 marks. What is example number 2? Which would require a greater force? First condition. In first condition, accelerating a 2 kg mass at 5 meter per second square. So M1 is given 2 kg and A1 is given 5 meter per second square. For second condition, 4 kg mass, so M2 is what? 4 kg and A2 is what? 2 meter per second square. You have to find F1 and F2. Clear? And compare both to F1 is equals to M1 A1, F2 is equals to M2 A2 using second law of the motion. Put the value. M1 is equals to 2, A1 is equals to 5. So F1 is equals to what? 10 Newton. m2 is equals to 4 and a2 is equals to 2. 4 2s are 8 Newton. So F2 is equals to 8 Newton. You easily compare and answer it. F1 is greater than F2, so you can write it. Accelerating a 2 kg mass at 5 meter per second square would require greater force. Now we solve example 9.3. A motor car is moving with a velocity of 108 kilometer per hour, means initial velocity. Clear? Convert this into SI unit, meter per second. So first 108, 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter. Already discussed in 8th chapter. 1 hour is equals to 3600 second. Write here meter and write here second. It means meter per second. Clear? 0 2 0 cut. Clear? 36 3s are, it is 108. So I write here u is equals to what? 30 meter per second. Now I did question again, and it's take 4 seconds to stop after a brake are applied. Clear? So brake are applied means some force is applied. So force is applied. And after how many seconds? 4 seconds. After 4 seconds, motor car is stopped. It means final velocity is what? 0 meter per second. You have to find the force. Clear? How we find the force? So F is equals to what? M into A. M into A means what? Change in velocity. V minus U upon T. F is equals to, and M is also given. It is what? 1000 kg. So I write here M is equals to what? 1000 kg. 1000 V multiply 0 minus 30, and T is what? After how many seconds motor car is stopped? 4 seconds. Simplify it. 1000 minus 30 upon 4, 15. This one is 2, this one is 500. So F is what? Minus, plus minus minus, and 15 5 is 75 and 20 Newton. Minus 7500 Newton. Minus sign indicate what? The force exerted by brake is opposite to the motion of motor car. Means minus sign, it means force is oppose your velocity, and if plus sign means force is in direction of your velocity. Now example 9.4. Example 9.4. The force 5 Newton gives a mass m1 and acceleration of the 10 meter per second square, and a mass m2 acceleration of 20 meter per second square. What acceleration would it give if the both masses are tied together? Means first we have to find m1 in first condition, and then we have to find m2 in second condition. Yeah. So first condition force is what? 5 Newton. In second condition also force remains same. It is what? 5 Newton. Acceleration in first condition is what? A1 10 meter per second square, and A2 is equals to what? 20 meter per second square. For first condition F is equals to what? M1 A1. For second condition F2, this one is F1, M2 A2. M1 A1 You have to find F1, put the value of F 5 Newton, A1 10, 5 divided by 10 is equals to M1. So M1 is equals to what? 0.5 kg. Now find find M2 using formula of F2. F2 is what? 5 Newton. M2 you have to find A2 20. So M2 is equals to what? 5 divided by 20. 5 4s are 1 upon 4. It means it is what? 0.25 kg. Now what is the question? What acceleration would it give if the both masses were tied together? If we tied both masses together, I find M is equals to what? M1 plus M2, 0.5 plus 0.25 means 0.75 kg. Here what you have to find? What acceleration? Means force remains same. You have to find acceleration using formula F is equals to ma. F is what? 5 Newton. M is what? 0.75. You have to find A. So A is equals to 5 divided by 0.75. 5 75. 2 decimals are there. So 20. 25 4s are 25 3s are 20 divided by 3. You get A is equals to what? 6.67 meter per second square. Now example 9.5. Velocity time graph of the ball mass 20 gram. Mass is equals to what? 20 gram. So first convert into kg. 1 kg is equals to 1000 gram. So 1 gram is equals to what? 1 upon 1000 kg. So divide by 1000. 20 divide by 1000 kg. 0 cut. Clear. So 0.02 kg is the mass of the ball. Now what we have to find? Moving a straight line on the long table is given in 9.924. From graph, initial velocity is what? Initial velocity is what? 0. Initial velocity u is equals to 0 at t is equals to what? Sorry, initial velocity at time t. Initial velocity at time t is what? 20. So u is equals to what? 20 20. I write again, u is equals to 20 and unit is what? Centimeter per second. Unit is what? Centimeter per second. Clear? So you have to convert into meter per second. This one is t is equals to 0 condition. And final velocity v is equals to what? Final velocity v is equals to what? 0 centimeter per second at t is equals to 10. See, at t is equals to 10, final velocity is what? 0. So what you have to find? You have to find how much force does the table exert on the ball to bring its race. You have to find F. Formula of F is what? M into A. M into change of velocity v minus u upon time. First we have to convert this velocity into meter per second. But meter per second, 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. So 1 centimeter is equals to 1 upon 100 meter. So divide by 100. 20 divided by 100 is equals to what? 0.20 meter per second. And 0 divided by 100, it remains 0 meter per second. Put the value m is equals to what? 0.20, v 0, u 0.20 and 0.02. Mass is what? 0.02. And time, how many seconds? 10 seconds. Simplify it. This one is 2 upon 100. This one is minus 20 upon 100. This one is 10. So answer is what? 0 0 cut, minus 4 upon 10,000. So 4, you have to put 30 because decimal is here. 1 2 3 and 4, 40. So you have to write 30 and minus sign. Minus sign indicates that your velocity gradually decrease.